Hello, and welcome to Possible Learning. This unit introduces ideas of logic, a topic which is the foundation of all mathematics. We will be looking at logic puzzles and introducing some work on sets. We use the idea of sets to classify numbers and objects, and we use Venn diagrams to illustrate these sets. Example number 1. The sets A and B consist of numbers taken from the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3 up to 9. So that set A is the numbers 4, 7 and 9. Set B are the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Illustrate these sets in a Venn diagram. When we talk about a set of numbers, we use these squiggly brackets to go around. So set A, we can use the squiggly brackets here, and set B, the squiggly brackets at the start and at the end. We now need to draw our Venn diagram. That's going to look like a rectangle with two circles in the middle, and those two circles overlap each other so that we get an intersection in the middle. We then label them A and B. We can label them any way that we want, just as long as one of them is A and one is B. We can now fill out our Venn diagram, and we always need to start in the middle. This is called the intersection, and it's where a number appears in both set A and set B. So the first number we can look for is number 4. Is that also in set B? Yes, it is. So 4 will go into this intersection. We could check the others as well. We've got 7. That's not in set B, so that can't go in the middle. And 9. That's also not in set B. So the only number that can go into the intersection is 4. I can now complete the rest of set A. So I've already used number 4, so I now just need to focus on the other numbers that are left in this set. So I've got 7 and 9. Those two numbers will go into set A as well. Moving on to set B. Again, we already used 4 in the intersection, so we need to consider all other numbers apart from 4, and they will go into set B. So my remaining numbers are 1, 2, 3 and 5. And I can write those in set B. At this stage, some people might think that we've finished now because we've entered all of the numbers from set A and set B into our Venn diagram. There's one last thing we need to do and write down the numbers that aren't in set A or set B. The question tells us to use the numbers from 0 to 9, but we haven't got all of the numbers from 0 to 9 in our Venn diagram yet. So I'm going to write down all of the numbers and cross off any number that's in set A or set B. We can see that the numbers that weren't in set A or B are 0, 6 and 8. They will go outside of set A and B, but inside the rectangle. This now means that we've got all the numbers from 0 up to 9 inside our Venn diagram. The first key part of a Venn diagram is the intersection of two sets, and that consists of any numbers or objects that are in both A and B. And what that looks like is this middle part of our Venn diagram. I referred to it a couple of times in the previous slide, and it's where the two circles of your Venn diagram overlap. The second key part that I need you to become familiar with is the union of two sets, and that consists of any numbers or objects that are in set A or in B or in both. And what that looks like is all of our circles shaded for set A and B, including the intersection that we just talked about. If we come back to the Venn diagram that we used in the previous slide, the intersection of A and B is 4. It's the only number that is in the middle of our Venn diagram where A and B overlap. The union of A and B is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 and 9. That's all of the numbers that appear in either set A or set B. And finally, the complement of a set consists of any numbers or objects that are not in the set. So again, if we look back to our previous example, the complement of A is 0, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, and 8. It means any number that isn't in A. The complement of B is 0, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Again, it's any number that is not in this circle. This is the set of B, and the complement of B is any number that is not in set B. The example questions are now complete. On the next slide, there's going to be some exercises for you to have a practice. Pause the video on each slide so that you have enough time to have a go, and press play when you're ready to move on. That's it for this video. Thank you for watching.